this grand entrance at E3. Everyone remembers you famously came out. You said, "Hi, I'm Reggie. You know, I'm all about what is it?
Kicking ass and taking names.
And we're about making games."
And we're about making games.
Now, that was a pretty bold statement.
It was a bold statement, and you know what? It was very deliberate. You know, new guy on the block, had been with the company for about 4 months, and really, Nintendo was all about needing to wake up our fans, wake up the industry, and let folks know, you know, we're here to drive the business. I don't think that Nintendo ever lost its edge. I do think that we weren't as clear communicating what it was we were all about and really taking the fight, if you will, to the marketplace versus potentially sitting back on our heels a little bit.
Right.
The fact is, we've always had great product. I mean, I'm a Nintendo player from way back. What I think I brought to the party was a bit of a clarity in the marketing direction, a lot of passion, a lot of energy.
A lot of attitude.
A lot of attitude.
So how many names have you actually taken over the past years?
We've taken a lot of names. We've had a lot
more
of
names
fun.
taken or more asses kicked?
You know, my people would tell you it's more asses kicked, but we've had a lot of fun. I think everyone in the industry really expected Sony to just blow us away. Hasn't happened. Why hasn't it happened? It's all in the games. Mario Kart, Nintendogs, Metroid Prime Hunters, brand new titles that we're launching later this year. It's all in the games. What's clear is both they and Sony are going to battle for the same type of consumer. The consumer's got $700, $800, $1,000 to burn, and frankly just wants to play the same games with a little bit better clarity from a visual perspective. We're going to give the industry something different, something that is certainly lower cost, certainly more innovative in terms of the way you play, and it's going to be different. There's some new games that we're launching called the Brain Training Series, Brain Age, Big Brain Academy. Research out of Japan shows people are buying these games that haven't gamed in 10 years.
Wow.
And it's the core Nintendo fan, it's the new gamer. It's a treadmill for the mind, is what we're calling it. And that's exactly what it is. And I'll tell you, you feel good doing it. It's addictive. We've already had 850,000 unique consumers go on to Nintendo Wi-Fi. It took Xbox Live something around 9-10 months to get to that point. We're in 15 weeks. We've got two big guns coming out in March. Metroid Prime Hunters, Wi-Fi, multiplayer.
Finally, after that demo came out.
You know, and it's a title that consumers have just been waiting for. Yeah. It's a great first-person shooter. It feels good, plays well. And then we're also launching Tetris DS. Both of these titles are Wi-Fi enabled, so it's going to push our Wi-Fi numbers even more.
Head-to-head Tetris. Wow.
Head-to-head Tetris. There's 6 different modes in Tetris DS, so you could play a variety of different ways in addition to your basic Tetris mechanism. Wow. It's pretty cool.
The rumors that there's going to be a redesigned DS. We saw in Japan they announced sort of a smaller, sleeker one. Is that coming to the U.S.?
It is going to come to the U.S. We haven't announced a date. It's launching in Japan in March. You know, for us, it's all about having capacity.
Right.
When we launch it, we want to make sure we have the right level of capacity because
you don't want to be like that Xbox 360.
I don't want to be like that nasty competitive system and run out right away. So we're going to stagger our launch. We haven't announced the date, but when we have it, we'll have tons of it, likely multiple colors, and it's really sweet.
Let's talk about Zelda, by the way.
Sure.
Zelda Twilight Princess. What's up with that? When is it coming out?
It's coming out this fall. It's coming out on GameCube. There's been a lot of speculation. People think that we're holding it back or that it's going to be launched just on Revolution. Right. Telling your people, not true. It's going to be on GameCube. It's going to come out in the fall. We'll be announcing to retailers at E3 the specific date. We'll start driving pre-orders. Our good friends at EB and GameStop have something like 500,000 pre-orders already. Sony and Microsoft are all about doing more of the same with more horsepower. Same type of games, but they want to own the center of the living room. They're bringing some technology to bear. We're going to have technology as well, but it's all around the gameplay. We want to bring innovation that really matters to the gamer. We want to give them new ways to play. New ways to play all of their old favorites, Mario, Zelda, as well as brand new games and brand new way to play those. We've got a fantastic controller that we've unveiled. We've shared it with developers. They're really excited.
That's for the Revolution.
That's for the Revolution,
system, right?
A brand new system. And it's going to be a very provocative year for us.
And you've got some surprises, I know, still in store. You guys are secretive. I mean, there have been rumors, you know, is there a microphone involved? Is there any sort of camera? I mean, what else is there that you're not telling us?
Well, I mean, let's step back and let's be clear on what we've announced. So we've announced the controller. We've announced the virtual console. So this is the ability through the internet to download NES, SNES, and N64 games. So a library that movie studios would kill for, consumers are going to be able to access.
GameTap would kill for.
GameTap would certainly kill for. it's going to be Wi-Fi enabled out of the box
Right.
and be able to play DVDs as well. Pretty tight package.
Yeah.
Is there more? I got to tell you, absolutely. We believe that there will be other extensions at launch. I haven't seen them. I can't speak to that. We'll probably talk about that at E3.
Okay.
But what we have shown, for example, one of the demonstrations is how you could fly a plane just by moving the controller.
Right.
Those types of things lead to great accessory ideas that we think are going to be pretty provocative. The fact is, we will certainly bring our biggest and best franchises to bear,
Right.
and we're going to have some new franchises. You know, what we did, for
New
example,
Nintendo characters, finally.
new Nintendo franchises. What we did on DS with Nintendogs, a brand new franchise. What we're doing with Brain Age and Brain Training, brand new franchise, we will do on Revolution. And you'll see that too. We're focused on what we do well. I really don't care what Xbox or Sony are up to. I really don't. Because they're going against their own strategy. They're going to beat each other to a pulp. We're going down our own path.
So you think a lot of hardcore gamers will watch a show like this? You think they're going to buy probably an Xbox or a PS3 and then a Revolution addition to it? Is that sort of the strategy?
I think what they're going to do is they're going to buy a Revolution.
Right.
Then they're going to look at their bank account and say, you know,
What's
what else do I do with my gaming dollars that makes the most sense? I think that what we're doing is carving a whole new path that is going to bring the core gamer a lot of enjoyment and the new gamer a lot of
And
enjoyment.
work up those muscles, right?
Work up those muscles, all types of different motions. It's going to be fantastic.
Well, that's fantastic. So coming late in 2006, right?
I'll tell you on May 9th.